Hello everyone, Melody here, mom of 4 in our blended family of 6. Welcome to Homeschool Happy Hour. Today we're going to talk about one of the challenges that I have encountered in the homeschooling community and ask the question, can you be a secular homeschooler and conservative? Hello everyone, if you're new here, my name is Melody. This is going to be our 10th year of homeschooling. I love talking all things homeschool life, homeschool curriculum, all that fantastic stuff. If that interests you, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and follow along. Today's video might prove to be a bit of a challenge. My dad has always told me, never discuss politics or religion. Unfortunately, those are my two favorite things to talk about. So they're probably gonna come up in this one, but hopefully the underlying idea here, whether we agree with politics or religion or anything else, you will understand what I'm saying. Make sure you let me know in the comments as I go along, what do you think about this idea that we do need to agree or that we should disagree or whatever. I wanna know what you think. As a secular homeschooler, meaning a homeschooler that does not use religious material intentionally in the education of my children. When I first started homeschooling 10 years ago, I had a really hard time finding homeschool curriculum and resources that were suitable for us. It felt like the curriculum and resources were either religiously based, which is not what we were looking for, or they were geared towards the classroom since you were supposed to use only secular materials in the public school. Well, I didn't want to recreate the classroom. I didn't want the materials geared for the classroom because it is very different, homeschooling versus teaching in a classroom. So over the years, I have used some materials that were religious and just like pulled some things out. But something that I have noticed lately is I feel like that pendulum is swinging really hard. And pendulum is this idea that we either have to have religious curriculum, which is often very conservative, probably not always. I don't know. I don't specialize in that kind of curriculum. I don't spend my time investigating it. So I can't say for sure what it's all about. Or now we're swinging towards if you have secular curriculum, it's got a very liberal viewpoint or a liberal agenda. Now, in my home, we are secular through and through. We are an agnostic family. We are libertarians politically. If both of those things bother you and you're like, oh, I can't follow this person or this channel anymore, then peace out. I hope you find what you're looking for. Above all else, I feel like the most important part of homeschooling is that we support each other regardless of our personal viewpoints. I can learn so many things from my homeschooling companions that use religious curriculum and are religious homeschoolers, from my homeschooling companions that are secular and very liberal. There's so much to learn from anybody. I don't have to agree with everybody's stance on everything in order to learn from them, enjoy them, appreciate them, and even see them as good friends. This idea that we cannot connect with people unless we are on the same platform for all things, it's unrealistic, it's ridiculous, it's foolish, it's close-minded. There's nothing good that I have to say about that. If you're the type of person who says, hey, I can learn so many things from so many people. I love sharing my thoughts. I love hearing your thoughts. I don't have to agree with you. Then you are my people. And I'm so happy to have you here. Drop a comment in the box below because I love connecting with my people. Unfortunately, with this pendulum swing from one side to the other, I have been finding that now, not only do I have to look out for curriculum that is super religious because I don't want that religious undertone in our curriculum. Can I use it? Yes. Is it a headache to have to sit there and nitpick through it? Yes. If I want my children to learn more independently, am I going to pre-read everything that they read? No, I'm not. So I want to know that what I'm giving them is something that I can get behind in a solid and valuable way. Unfortunately, now we have this huge push for secular curriculum, and for some reason, unbeknownst to me, there seems to be this idea that secular and liberal are synonymous. They are not. Why can't we have a middle ground? Why do we have to have a political or religious agenda with our curriculum? If I want to have a sex ed curriculum, for example, why does it either have to be abstinence only or super sexualization of our children, and anybody who's in between is wrong? I would imagine that if we look at our neighbors and we look at the other people that we live around and the other people in our society, we will see that most of us land somewhere in that middle ground. We want our children to get a quality education. We want to share our values with them. We want them to be kind, caring, loving, productive, friendly people. Why can't I get a curriculum that is just secular and conservative? Why is that so hard? I have found a few for sure, and we do use some where politics aren't involved and religion is not involved. But I guess my main reason for making this video is I just would love to connect with some more people that understand that. I have noticed with my channel, if I ever say anything that is not a liberal agenda, people are just on the attack and they're like, I'm not going to subscribe to you anymore. I'm leaving. I can't believe you believe this one thing. Even though we might agree on 50 other things, there's this one thing. Now they can't even stand hearing my voice because I'm such a horrible human because I have this one idea. People on the other side, I haven't had that experience with. I am a loud, proud, secular, agnostic, libertarian homeschooler, and I have not had anybody attack me or say anything negative to me because we don't involve God in our homeschool. There's a little bit of an imbalance there, and it definitely does not encourage me to lean more one direction than the other. If you have curriculum that you've come across that you believe is secular and conservative, share it with me. I want to take a look at it so I can share it with everyone else, because for some reason that it seems to be a hard target to hit. Before anyone gets their panties in a twist, let me just talk about what do I mean when I say conservative. It's pretty straightforward to me, but with the way language is changing every single day, I want to make sure we're on the same page. When I say conservative, I mean be kind to your neighbor, work hard, value the people in your family and your home. Let people live the life they want to live. Maybe have the government a little less involved in our day-to-day because they don't need to know my business in my backyard. I also don't need to know the business in your backyard, so I don't care what you do with you. You do you, you be happy. If you are working hard and you are being kind and caring to other people and you don't expect to live off of me or my family, we're good. We're gonna get along great. If you are thinking that the government needs to take care of you and the world owes you anything, then we're gonna disagree because the world owes us nothing. We just need to put our best foot forward. That's what I mean when I say conservative values. Let children be children. Let women be women. Let families be families. Let people who have a religious belief system practice that system without judgment. Let people who have a different political ideology practice that political ideology without judgment. Less is more. That's what I mean when I say conservative. I'm sure for some reason that is unbeknownst to me, that is going to ruffle some feathers because for some reason, something in there, because I'm a white, married, middle-class person, will be considered racist or homophobic or transphobic or not fitting in with the current agenda. But I'm kind of at the point where I'm okay with that. If you want to label me with those things just because I said you do you, I'll do me, and let it all be, then we're not each other's people anyway. Stop changing the meaning of words just because you don't like them. Start accepting that it's okay to be different. We don't have to all be the same. But at the same time, I don't need to accept anybody. Nobody needs to accept me. If I'm going to be a judgmental jerk to other people, let people turn their backs on me as an individual for the horrible things that I have done. Don't judge me or anyone else based on their political ideology, the way that they look, the economic status that they currently hold if you know nothing else about them. Hopefully, this brief video and rant about how we're always trying to fit people into boxes and how that is a waste of time and energy and does not support anyone doesn't scare too many of you off, because I do value all of my viewers, and hopefully we will make some connections here. I love sharing what I have with you. I'm not a big fan when we get the trolls on here or the people that want to be super negative and hateful. If you don't agree with me on this, that, or the other thing, that is okay. I cannot express enough how much it does not bother me that we disagree. When you start attacking me or my family or my children or anything like that, or making assumptions about who I am as a person because I have one or two political ideas that don't agree with yours, that's really frustrating. So, anyway, thank you for joining me for my homeschool mom rant, and I will catch you next time.